Well, I thank you for this time. And in previous years, it's been a practice that retirees were asked to address the people who were beginning their journey in ministry. And so that's been on my mind. And I am thankful for the 34 years of ministry that I have been privileged to enjoy in the United Church of Canada. One of the things running through my mind has been the tagline used within the United Methodist Church and adapted by some United Church congregations: open doors, open hearts, open minds. And so I'm thankful that I have had this journey, and the journey doesn't end, I hope, but continues on in new ways, and that I have experienced doors opened for me, and that has been an important part of my development as a person and a minister, to have those doors opened and to have my heart touched and my mind opened. And that has happened in a variety of ways. And so I would encourage those who are on the journey of ministry to take those opportunities that the church locally and in broader ways gives to you, and to take those opportunities. First of all, being invited into parishioners' lives is quite a wonderful experience, sometimes surprising, and in good ways and in ways that can be challenging. When one is given the special privilege to enter into sacred times with families, baptism, weddings, time of death, time of birth, funerals. Those are particularly sacred moments when the Spirit is at work within those present. And those moments are ones that are quite often filled with emotion in a variety of ways. And so that's been a privilege to be part of that on an ongoing basis. To be given the invitation to open scripture on a weekly basis and daily in preparation, of course, to have an exploration that is deeper than it might have been otherwise, and to have been affected by the lives of parishioners that are always on one's mind as you do explore scripture and do as you might to make it relevant into everyone's lives that may be listening to you. It has been quite an incredible experience to be part of a changing church. I was fortunate to be invited early on in my ministry to attend General Council meetings. It just so happened coincidentally that I was placed in Sudbury in 1986. I was not there as a commissioner, but assisted with local arrangements, and so was able to be part of things of the Native apology that happened in Sudbury, and to be involved in putting together the cairn, which continues to mark the place at the Laurentian University campus. I was invited to be a commissioner in 1988. Again, a quite an important time in our move of beginning of truth and reconciliation with Indigenous peoples, but also to be involved with the preparation, the putting together an agreement an acceptance of the membership, ministry, and human sexuality document. A very challenging time in many ways to be part of leadership in the church, full of lots of wonderful excitement and willingness to press ahead as a church that is on the liberal spectrum and a liberation spectrum, but also to cope with alternative viewpoints that were being expressed in the church at the time. And then in 1990, to be part of a sessional committee that put a small, though significant change in the creed that we respect and care for creation. It was always good to be able to intersect with national office and at those days, conference office personnel. And then more recently, I was involved with the Shining Waters region formation and the early days of judiciary around that. All has been formative and certainly brought me into new perspectives, challenged intellectually, spiritually fed throughout. And I've probably gone on long enough. Thanks be to God for this time that I have been given to serve in the United Church of Canada.